Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Let's get some light in here. Good morning. Good morning, Alice. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I've just done a workout. I'm all hot and sweaty. Oh dear. How are you this morning on this grey day? As in the weather's grey. Let's all try and be a bit more sunshine, especially to ourselves and to each other. So we probably get through life a lot easier, right? With sunshine from ourselves. Yeah. How was your weekend? I hope you've done a little check-in with yourself this morning. And just done your personal daily inventory where you check in with yourself. I have not yet meditated this morning, and it feels a bit like I need to. I've been feeling a little bit out of whack. It's got to be getting on for 10 days now. So I'm like, come on. I'm not the most patient person. I'm like, come on, let's go. But I think it was, excuse me, Saturday. Excuse me. I was, I just felt like, oh God, sorry. And I wasn't feeling like that connection to nature. I don't know why it came up. I appreciate nature, especially being by the sea. And when I went to Costa Rica last year, that really cemented sort of nature for me. So I just felt like, I feel like I need like stillness and simplicity. And I don't know why I've had a lot of thoughts going on in my head, like we often do. And so I went to the forest yesterday, which was bloody wonderful, like so quiet, so peaceful, just trees. So that was really, really nice. Alice is saying she went to see the Barbie film. How was that? By the way, if you're watching, good morning and thank you. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and this probably, if it's good enough, will go on my podcast. So if you're listening on the podcast, thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe and share. How was the Barbie film? I'm going to go and see the Barbie film. I wasn't going to go and see the Barbie film. And then Remy, who is on Facebook, go check her out. She's an amazing creator of courses and content. Put a review on Facebook, which was quite the opposite of what I was expecting. And I think that's the thing. The marketing doesn't really reflect the film. Alice said, it's brilliant. I want to watch it again. Will you wear pink? I might wear pink. Or might we just old one out and not wear pink? Morning, Sam. Good morning, Emma. Do you do the 5 a.m. club? I used to do the 5 a.m. club, Emma. But then here's my thing with this stuff, this kind of stuff: 5 a.m. club, 4 a.m. club, hustle club, whatever you want to call it. I don't mind all of those things, and I have done those things. But for me, here's the kicker: is that what's happened here? We've got there we go. 5 a.m. club is fine if you're going to bed early enough. If you're going to bed at midnight, you're not going to be getting enough sleep. If you're going to bed at 11, you're probably still not getting enough sleep. So it's fine getting up at 5 a.m. if you go to bed early enough. Now, I'm not someone that gets up late. I wake up typically about 5 a.m. Good morning, Jonathan. So the 5 a.m. club and all of that stuff is like a bit of a hustle culture. And burning the candles at both ends is something that you can't sustain. Not if you want to be able to focus, stay motivated, stay energized, and put your best into whatever you're going into your day to do. It just won't work. So you have to, if you're going to get up at 5 a.m., then really you've got to go to bed at like 9 p.m. Or 10 at the latest, I'd have thought. So yeah, Emma, thanks for your question. It's like, yeah, it's okay if you go to bed early enough, because the body needs to rest. The immune system needs to, basically, when we go to bed and we go to sleep, the sewage system kicks in our bodies and it eradicates all the toxins. It does all of that work that it needs to do. And this is why eating late isn't good for us, because you're basically mucking up your sewage system and your system that's going to replenish and restore and repair. So I hope that answers your question. So this morning, it is Monday. Mondays can be a tricky day for some people, but it is a day like any other, like it's a non-refundable day, just like yesterday was, and it is your only day that you have got. Yesterday is gone, it's a memory, and I hope you enjoyed it. And tomorrow, who knows what that may bring. You might rock up here, you might not get out of today, and that sounds quite dark. But I don't mean it to be, but it's the truth. We're all on the same highway, and the highway ends at the same destination. So today is the only day that you've got. And I wanted to talk to you about what gets you out of bed. That's what I called today's little live. And this is really important in order to have a fulfilled life. And a lot of people will come to me who feel stuck, who are feeling lost, don't know what direction to go in, are dissatisfied with life. Life is just mediocre and okay. And so what gets you up and out of bed is really important. Alice says, I'm really excited. It's Monday. Good. Are the kids on holiday, Alice? I think they are now. And I like Mondays. And I used to run my Breaking Your Own Limits sessions on a Monday. And I do when we start back in September. And you can join that group if you like. Just go to my website, sam-adams.com/feel alive. There we do a session on a Monday lunchtime, and then we have a catch-up session on a Thursday. But Mondays, like I used to love Mondays, because it's like, oh, I get to coach my group, because that stuff got me out of bed. That stuff makes me feel alive. It makes me have purpose and meaning. And this is the thing about what gets us out of bed in the morning. Alice is saying, listening to some beautiful music this morning, have done my exercises too, feeling so much stronger these days. Yeah, Alice, I've seen you grow immensely. Alice is a part of my Life and Breath membership, which is a life coaching membership where we do breath work. You get a free breath work session, and I give you some tips around the odd meditation and stuff like that. But it's a community more above everything. And Alice, you've just grown and improved so much. It's incredible. And this is what happens when you work on yourself, and you don't, most of us wait and we get sick and tired of it. It's Elizabeth, what's her name? I can't remember the woman's name, but the quote is most people don't do that personal development work, that self-development work, until they get really sick and tired of their own bullshit. And that's what happens. We don't go and do it when we feel like a little bit of discomfort. We wait until we're we just cannot bear it anymore. We're just so stuck. And I always say, I wish people would get started sooner and just start doing something small, joining a group, finding a mentor. A coaching group is a really good place to start. Or like my membership, or a membership like mine, whereas there is a little bit of life coaching. We share personal development stuff around intentions and how we live and how we can improve the quality of our lives and our mindsets. That's a good place to start. But I would say start. I've been doing this stuff for 30 years. It was when I first got into personal development, probably nearly that length of time. And it served me really well, and in very difficult times. And you can't wait until you absolutely need to do this stuff. But most people do. So what gets you out of bed in the morning? I do not do the 5 a.m. club unless my body tells me I'm doing the 5 a.m. club, because I don't have an alarm. I just wake up when I wake up, which is never, ever really past 6 o'clock. In the winter, it's later because it's darker. But I just let my body do what it's going to do. And this time of year, sometimes it wakes up. It seems to 4:47. But I don't go to bed late. It's not like I'm going to bed at 11 o'clock. I don't. I'm always in bed. I get ready for bed about 9 o'clock, unless I'm going out or I'm running a breathwork session or whatever. But outside of that, I'm in bed early. So anyway, I keep saying I want to talk about this connection. And I was reading the Daily Stoic, which is something I read often. And it kind of talks about, it's talking about connection in a roundabout way, and what we are here to do. Like a dog spends all its day, like Dory spends 16 hours a day sleeping. She doesn't have a mind like a human being, where we can think and feel and do all of these wonderful things with our minds, right? That's pretty much it for a dog. But for a human, we have this ability to have all of these complex thoughts, feelings, emotions, drives, passions, whatever you want to call them. And we also have this ultimate need for connection. And it's easy to think when we get a little bit lost that actually no one's relying on us. Nobody will notice if I'm not here. Have you ever felt like that? I've felt like that, where I felt like, what is the point of it all? But there are people relying on you to connect with you, to bring your energy, to bring your spirit, to bring your soul into their world. Connection is so meaningful to us human beings. And without it, we don't thrive. Yes, some of us want more of it than others. Some of us are introvert rather than extrovert. I'm a bit more of an extrovert, but I still need my space and my quiet time and my alone time. But I like being around people and that energy. Not everyone feels like that, but even introverts. I know some introverts that like love that, being around human beings. We all need this connection. It's super important to us. Good morning, Maren. How are you? It's nice to see you here. So humans are made to connect. They are made to bond. It is a natural part of who we are. So remember, as you go into your day that you matter to people, and that you are needed. And I was reminded of that myself over the last couple of days and I guess for me, sometimes when I feel like I do what I do. I had such a beautiful message the other day from someone who I hold in quite high regard, and really made me sit up and notice and think, oh yeah, keep doing what I'm doing. Because sometimes you feel like, why am I doing this? But actually for me, I can't really stop. Whether someone comes on here or not, I'm still going to write posts, do videos and do lives, because it's what I believe in, and I believe in sharing it. But sometimes you get disheartened by it and you think no one's paying attention to you, or yet despite getting like I get messages. I get messages all the time. And we have this feeling that we're not connecting with people. And this is the thing, like we want to connect with people. It's really important. So don't ever feel like there is no point to you. There is a point to you. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Whether you're a stay-at-home parent, whether you're an accountant, you're a shopkeeper, you're a barista, you're an accountant, you're a lawyer, you're a barrister, whatever. You matter and you have meaning, and you have an obligation to other people, to connect with other people. So as it's Monday and you might be feeling a little bit yucky, I really encourage you to go and just smile and say hello to anyone you pass in the street, to anyone at the checkout or the shop or wherever you may go today, and just give them a smile. Even if it's a real struggle to push it out, it actually lifts you. Smiling lifts you. Even if you don't feel like it, it can lift you. And just share that with someone else, because you don't know what someone else is going through, and they might just need the connection from you. So if you're struggling for something to get out of bed for, that is your reason to get out of bed for. Someone is relying on you. Someone is waiting to receive your smile, your hello, your nod of their existence. Someone is waiting for you. I promise you. And that is what I wanted to share with you today. Can I just tell you before I go that my Breaking Your Own Limits, working your way through your crap, is starting in September. Crap is an analogy for confidence, relationships, awareness, and purpose. There's limited places. I only take 8 people. And yeah, if you want to be a part of that, it's the best thing I do. I know I'll keep saying that. It's my, kind of signature thing that I do. I think eventually it will be the only thing I do. I don't think I'll do one-to-one coaching eventually. That's what it feels like sometimes. I don't know. I love my one-to-one coaching, but I really want the group coaching to grow, because I think the group does so well together, and it's so beautiful to witness. So if you're ready to invest in yourself, and if you haven't, then why not? Even if it's in some other way outside of doing my program. But if you go onto that website, you will see some testimonials from the amazing women that did that program. And you can pay in installments. We start in September, and I just know it's such a transformational program. We have a lot of fun. We have a lot of laughs. There's tears because you've got to rock up and be vulnerable and be open. Emma's saying, "Will I do another one after September?" Who knows? I don't know. Emma is the answer to that. I didn't know when I did this one last year. I did one called Deep Dive, and that was really successful. This one has been even more successful. We've had greater transformations. So it might well be, because next year, I'm going to be running a retreat and other things. So I don't know. I would strongly encourage anyone to, if you're sitting on the fence, to just do it. Just do it. The greatest investment you're going to make is in yourself. So back yourself, trust yourself, and invest in yourself. It's like, and I will make sure you're committed. Like I'm sharing a free PDF soon, which is kind of like the outline of Breaking Your Own Limits. But it's something you've got to read. You've got to do by yourself. You've got to motivate yourself to go and do the work. The difference is when you do it in the group program, we have 2 sessions a week. I set you the homework live. We talk live. You get to share live. I coach you live. You have the support of the community. You have powerful coaching. We meet up and we in the group as you go through the week. You've got accountability, a place where you can share what's going on for you, and that just really pulls it together in a really beautiful way. So, yeah, come check it out. Come join. That's it for a Monday. I wish you a very happy, non-refundable day. Do not forget, it starts with you. What's getting you out of bed this morning? Remember, there is a point to you. There is a purpose to you. Go give someone else a little bit of your energy, a little smile, a little wave, a little nod. We all need to be connected. And there's no greater way than doing that and than just acknowledging someone else is there. Just put down your phone, say hello. Do it for yourself as well. And I wish you a very happy day, and I'll see you probably tomorrow.